Welcome back to Black and Beat Bike Update, where we bring you the latest rides, the freshest updates, and the machines that spark adventure. Today we're diving into one of Honda's most iconic little trail bikes, the 2025 Honda CT125 Hunter Cub. It's small, rugged, retro, and endlessly charming, but at the same time it's a serious tool for riders who want to commute, explore back roads, or just enjoy the simplicity of two wheels. This year Honda has given it a series of updates that keep it fresh while staying true to its heritage. So let's walk through everything from design, features, performance, and pricing before I share my take on whether it's worth your money. At first glance, the Hunter Cub still carries that unmistakable silhouette that connects it directly to the legendary Honda Trail series from decades ago. Up front you notice the round LED headlight housed in a robust shell that gives it rugged, go-anywhere personality. The high-mounted front fender sits above the tire to hint at off-road readiness, while the telescopic forks provide that slight stance of purpose. Honda has reshaped the mirrors for 2025, moving away from the plain circular style and introducing ribbed, more angular units that look tougher and fit better with its adventurous spirit. The whole front view is functional and minimalist, just like the original courts that carried hunters, farmers, and explorers through backcountry trails. Move to the side and the retro meets modern blend comes into focus. The frame exposes its utility, with strong steel tubing, spoked wheels, and semi-knobby tires that are ready for both pavement and dirt. One of the standout updates this year is the exhaust system. The catalytic converter is now integrated at the base of the header pipe, and the cover has a punched metal pattern that not only looks sharp but also improves protection and cooling. The upswept muffler design still channels that classic trail bike vibe, keeping it high and safe from rocks, water, or mud when you rough-road. Honda has also refreshed the paint palette. Alongside the returning glowing red, you now get Pearl Sugar Cane Beige and Pearl Smoky Gray. These tones give the bike a classy, understated look, whether you want to stand out or blend into the landscape. From the back, the Hunter Cub is all about practicality. The slim LED tail light and turn indicators keep things modern while the sturdy rear cargo rack takes center stage. It's flat, tough, and designed for strapping down gear, groceries, or even camping equipment. This rack has always been part of the bike's character, making it just as comfortable in the city as it is on a dusty trail. The twin rear shocks are visible, giving a nostalgic mechanical look while still delivering the function you need for light off-road use. Underneath all this charm is the familiar 124cc air-cooled, fuel-injected single-cylinder engine. It's not about raw horsepower, but about usable, reliable torque. Producing just under 9 horsepower, it's tuned for low-end pull so you can climb hills or ride slowly over rough ground without trauma. It's paired to Honda's 4-speed semi-automatic transmission, which means you shift through gears with a foot lever but without a clutch lever. That makes the bike incredibly easy for beginners, while still letting experienced riders enjoy the rhythm of manual gear changes. The centrifugal clutch setup has been part of the Cub family for generations, and it remains one of the reasons these bikes are so approachable. Performance-wise, don't expect racing thrills, but do expect confidence. The CT125 cruises happily at urban and rural speeds, sipping fuel at an incredible rate. With the 5.3-liter tank and Honda's efficiency, you can expect around 220 miles on a full tank, which is simply outstanding. The suspension gives 4.3 inches of travel at the front and 3.4 inches at the rear, more than its road-going Cub relatives, making it better prepared for gravel paths, forest tracks, or potholed city streets. Braking comes from discs at both ends, with ABS on the front for extra safety. At just over 250 pounds wet weight, it's light, manageable, and easy to pick up if you happen to tip it over during an adventure. One interesting accessory Honda is offering this year is an optional gear position indicator that also features a clock. Small details like this add to rider convenience and give a modern touch without disturbing the retro simplicity of the bike. Riders who want just enough information without clutter will appreciate it. Now, let's talk about pricing. In Japan, the 2025 Hunter Cub starts around $3,185 equivalent, which is a slight bump of just over $200 compared to last year's model. That increase covers the design updates and compliance tweaks, and while it's not the cheapest small motorcycle, it's hard to argue with the value. For the price you get Honda's bulletproof reliability, extremely low running costs, and a machine that can handle commuting during the week and trails on the weekend. It's also a bike that holds its value because of the strong cult following around the court and trail series. So, what's the verdict? The 2025 Honda CT125 Hunter Cub isn't about going fast or showing off. It's about simple, dependable freedom. It connects modern riders with Honda's heritage, and it does so with style, efficiency, and practicality. If you live in the city but crave weekend escapes, if you want a second bike that's easy and fun, or if you just love classic design paired with modern reliability, this little machine makes a strong case. Honda hasn't reinvented it, but they've refined it just enough to keep it relevant and even more appealing. That's why the CT125 Hunter Cub remains one of the most lovable and capable small bikes in Honda's lineup. Thanks for watching.